Someone looking at POLIN Museum might think, a box, a boring box. Why in this day and age, when technology can allow us to design something of any acrobatic configuration, would someone still choose to design a building in the form of a box? Well, my friends, in this case, there's a very good reason for this, a very noble reason, actually. And that's what we will explore today. POLIN was in some ways designed from the inside out. Contrary to other museums, whose building was designed first, and then the exhibition spaces were designed to fit that. POLIN was designed first based on the core exhibition. The museum founders wanted to first, in detail, define what they wanted in the core exhibition, how large it would be, what it would look like, and only then design the building itself. When the building was at first a private institution, Frank Gehry agreed to design it. But the museum later became a private-public partnership, after which an architectural competition had to be announced. Over 100 projects were submitted to this architectural competition with 11 finalists. Among the finalists were projects by Kengo Kuma, Daniel Liebeskind, Peter Eisenman, and David Chipperfield. Several very interesting projects were presented, and I will admit some, on the surface, could seem more exciting or cool than the one that won. So why was this project chosen? Let's take a step back and understand what the requirements for this project were. So besides the fact that the museum founders had a very specific core exhibition design in mind, already detailed design, the architects of this new project had to keep in mind also the site on which they were building. Now, the site, which is a square plot bordered by the streets Anielewicza, Karmelitska, Edelmana, formerly Lewartowskiego, and Zamenhofa, was the site of the former Warsaw Ghetto, which was, like most of Warsaw, completely razed during World War II. And most of the Warsaw Ghetto was destroyed during the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. In 1948, the sculptor Nathan Rapaport built the monument to the ghetto heroes on this plot of land. So the building's site was not completely bare. And one of the requirements of the design of the museum, written in the bylaws, was that the new museum not overshadow the monument to the ghetto heroes. So besides incorporating the specifically planned core exhibition in their design, museum designers also had to honor the monument. So if we think about it, if Gehry would have designed the museum, it probably would have overshadowed the monument. With all due respect to Gehry and his awe-inspiring designs, this particular project required a building that would yield some of its attention to its surroundings. And the same goes for most of the other finalists. While they may have seemed like they were making a greater statement, in fact, it was the design of the relatively unknown at the time Finnish architecture firm Ladelma and Mahlamäki that fulfilled the requirements of the museum program the best. It is built to fit within the neighboring environment in a way that doesn't stand out immensely or dominate the monument. It has an opening that faces the monument. An opening that, when followed inside, leads to separated waves of sandy concrete walls that form the main hall, which have various interpretations: the parting of the Red Sea, a crevice in Jewish history. The museum is most impressive from the inside, actually. It turns out, sometimes one of the greatest strengths can be external humility. Thank you, and join us next time.